What's that? We got people waiting? Welcome to another episode of KastKing Fishing Frenzy Live with Nikki. It is a glorious day here, as you can tell, in Central Florida. I am kidding you. It is cold. We are not okay here in Florida. It is cold. Please send help. I'm usually the one that sends you guys the sunshine. I send you guys the warmth. Now I need it from you guys because we are cold. It is, camera guy, 54 degrees, you said? It is currently 54 degrees. And I know, wait a minute, I know a lot of my northern friends, a lot of my friends dealing with the cold. I know you guys are going to say, that's crazy, 54 degrees. We would love that right now, Nikki. It's like 20 degrees or below zero here. But for Floridians, this is cold. As you can see, we're in winter jackets. It's cold. Hey, Scott. What's going on, guys? Hello from Georgia, Michael. What's going on, Eric? What's going on, Philip? Travis, what's going on? 20 degrees in New York. Okay, that's freezing. I wouldn't last. Scott says I'm a wimp. I am a wimp. I will say that I am a wimp. When it comes to the cold, I am a wimp. And I'm from New York. You guys know this. I'm used to the freezing cold. But now 54 degrees, I'm freezing. I'm a wimp. I become a wimp. 27 there, Scott Sipling says. Ugh. It's cold in Chicago. Oh my God, Oklahoma today. No, you guys. That's why I always want to send you guys the sunshine and all the warmth. But today I can't. I'm sorry. You can see it's overcast. It's cloudy. It's ominous. Scott says, where's my gloves? I should have my heated gloves today, but I don't. I don't have the gloves. 17 in Iowa? Ugh, Scott's from Iowa. Scott Thomas, you're from Iowa. You're used to that weather. Frank says, Peoria, Illinois. I know exactly where that is. I didn't live far from there. This is a good spot. So today, guys, I'm going to do a little pond fishing techniques because there's a lot of newcomers on the show. There's a lot of kids that watch the show. There's a lot of even female anglers that are getting into fishing, and even guys that are just getting into fishing and that really don't fish ponds. They have boats. They go out on their boats. They fish big lakes all the time. I'm a pond fisherman. I will be a pond fisherman through and through to the day I die. I'll fish other techniques just to be a versatile fisherman. I want to learn other techniques to learn just so I know them so that I can be good in fishing. It's just how I do it. But I'm a pond fisherman. It's how I started fishing. It's where I caught my first fish, and it's where I caught my personal best, which is 7-11. 7 pounds, 11 ounces. I caught my personal best fish in a pond. Not this pond. It was in Illinois. And it was a pond that I fished all the time. What's going on, Gary? Then, after we do some pond fishing techniques, I'm going to do a giveaway. Now, I've done lots of giveaways with you guys. I've done reels. We've done knives. You know Nikki loves the knives. I've done lighters. I've done fire starters. I've done, you guys, pliers. You name it, I've done it. But I don't think I've ever done a rod, okay? And I said, it's about time that we do a giveaway on a rod. You are too gorgeous, says Travis Bruno. Thank you, Travis. You really made me smile. It really put a smile on my face and made me feel warm on a cold day. Thank you so very much. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my friend. It's 28 there. Ugh. So you guys stick with me for a few minutes. You know, I don't run the show long. I know you guys have other lives and things going on, but this time that I spend with you guys is the time I look forward to every week. So I really look forward to this. So I thank you guys for coming on and joining me in every show every week. But if you stick with me, we go through a couple pond fishing techniques. I'll show you how I approach a pond, what I do, what I'm using. And then after that, we'll do a giveaway. And I'm going to give away this Perigee 2 rod. So you'll have your choice. The Perigee comes in a 2-piece where you can take it apart. It comes in pieces, so you can take it apart and you can travel with it, or you just can get the 1-piece, but that'll be up to you. But I'm going to do the giveaway in the Perigee rod. This way you guys have a rod giveaway. I'm always doing reels, I'm always doing clothing, I'm doing gloves and pliers and knives, and why not do a rod? What's going on? Oh, Carl's here. I agree with you, Michael. I don't like the cold anymore. The cold actually hurts me. That's why I'm not in New York anymore. I moved to Florida because, well, I wanted to get away, but I wanted to go someplace warm, but also because of my health issues. I need the warmth. I can't deal with the cold anymore because it hurts me. It hurts my body, my back. It just makes things worse, doesn't it? I'll tell you guys, when I was in the sheriff's department, I remember such really cold days. We would get an intake in from the police, like when I was working the jail, and you'd have to go into this little kind of tunnel, this little area, which the wind was just formed like a tunnel. So you stood in this one area waiting for the booking officer to bring in the inmate, and we would have to book the inmate, but we're sitting there waiting for this. Then I'd have to take the papers from the officer, run in to the department, make sure they're okay, get okayed by a sergeant, run back out to the police officers there waiting to drop off the inmate. And this is all going on while we're freezing. I mean, the wind's howling, it's blowing, it's cold. I mean, I remember really cold days, and it was making everything hurt. Anything that was open, my neck, sometimes the wind going up my back. I'd get kidney colds. So it was horrible. Your wife hurts bad in the cold. She has health issues too. Yes, I agree. It's not good. It's not good. Why would you wanna, deal with it if you don't have to? If you have family in the cold, you're in New York or some places that are cold, I understand that. You have family or you're tied to a job and you gotta be there. I get that. That's understandable. But if you don't have to be and you can retire or just move to Florida or someplace warm, why not? It's paradise. I say it all the time. I wake up and I go to sleep in a vacation every day. I get to look at palm trees every day. And let me tell you guys, it does something psychologically to you. Your mind, your heart. You look at palm trees and you automatically think vacation, right? Because when you go away to someplace warm usually, unless you're psycho and you go to Colorado or something. But you always go to someplace warm, sunny, and it's always palm trees, right? So here in the Villages area, they got 24/7, they're playing music through the squares. So you get that like you're in a resort. You get the music, you get the palm trees, you get the sun, you get the warmth, the friendly people. Tell you what, it's great. Ice fishing is a blast, Scott says. Scott, nah, I don't know. I haven't ice fished. I do want to do it because I want to be versatile again in fishing, but I don't know. It's cold. Yeah, but I agree. But anyway, we are dealing with some cold weather here. And it's only going to last for a few days, some kind of cold front. Then we go back up to the 70s and 80s again, and I can't wait. I don't have to wear this stuff anymore. I could wear my t-shirts, my shorts, my sandals. I'm wearing shoes today. It's awful. And these white sneakers are getting kind of muddy there, camera guy. You're going to have to clean these sneakers for me. He says, as you wish. Oh, that's awesome. We live in Georgia, but we do go to Florida when we can. Michael, yes, absolutely. Yes, I have friends. These guys right here, Lanier Bates, my friend LJ and Corey, they're from Georgia, and I go up there. I just did a Jimbo Southern Expo up there. That was a blast. And let me tell you about Southern hospitality. I talked about it in my last show. It really is a true thing. It really is. And I felt so welcome there. It was amazing. In fact, I'm going back up soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yes, it was a great time. Georgia's beautiful, but it was cold. It was cold. But I agree with you. Come to Florida. You're not far away. It takes me 6 hours to get to where I need to in Georgia. Hello. Hey guys. So if you're just joining, I just want to let you guys know we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to tell you a few pond fishing techniques that I do to approach a pond and show you what I do today. And today's the perfect day for it because we have overcast day. We had a little storm weather. We had some rain. We had some wind. So the barometric pressure is perfect to fish today. The fish are all fired up. They're ready to bite. They're ready to eat. Thank you. On the coast. So they're ready to go. What's going on? Who's that? James. What's up, James? James Presley. Hey, what's going on? James and I just did an interview he writes in Georgia there for the newspaper, and he's an amazing writer, and he's going to tell my story. So make sure you guys look out for that. We just did an interview with him, and it was great. I had so much fun talking to him. We're going to be doing some fishing. We're going to collaborate, James and I, and we're going to bring some really big things coming your way, guys. So make sure you stay tuned. So yeah, so I'm going to talk about some pond fishing techniques. I'll get through that, and then we're going to do a giveaway on this Perigee rod. I'll tell you what to do. But before anything, before I start, make sure you subscribe to the KastKing YouTube channel, because a lot of times I do my giveaways and I check on everybody and they're not subscribed. I can't allow you to be part of the giveaway. You have to be subscribed. Got to be part of KastKing for any of the giveaways. And then you guys always know, if you enjoy it, you give me a thumbs up, and I'll let you know what comment to leave at the end. That's all. I always ask 3 things of you, but you have to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get alerted every time that I'm going to do my show, so you don't miss on any of these big giveaways. Because I tell you what, you think this is a big giveaway, this rod? I have some big giveaways planned for you. We got new products coming out to talk about. We got big things happening. I just hooked up with a captain in Homosassa, and I'll tell you, because I'm not good at surprises. I was going to keep it a surprise for you guys, but I can't. And I'm hooked up in Homosassa, and we're going to be doing some manatee catching with him. I'm going to get in a wetsuit, get down in the water, and we are going to play with some manatees. I am going to show you guys these are the friendliest, most beautiful manatees, and it's going to be great. We're going to do some saltwater fishing. We're going to get out and we're going to get in the water, do some play with the manatees. That's going to be a great show. We got that coming up. I'm sorry I couldn't keep that. Can't keep surprises from you guys. So we have some big things coming, but let me show you how we start this. So you guys see that it's a really cloudy, ominous day, right? So today the wind is blowing pretty good, and you can see behind me it's like a big arrow, right? It's pointing like right here behind me, and it's pointing, basically it's showing you where the fish is. It's like an alert, an arrow. So when I approach a pond, firstly, I'm not going to be right up against the pond to fish. I already did this, so I started early before the show. I'm going to start a little back from the, now this part's always usually covered underwater. The ponds are a little low today, but I'm going to start way back here behind the camera, and I'm going to cast, because why? If I walk up to the water, now I'm going to scare all these fish that were right up against here feeding off of the bank. You don't want to do that. You're going to miss out on maybe your PB, you don't know. So before you kind of walk right up to the water, step back here, walk slowly, because they can feel the vibration, they feel you, they'll see you, they'll hear you. So be careful when you walk up to the pond. Start back here, make your fan casts, and when I say a fan cast, what I do is I start out parallel to the sides. I do a couple of casts this way, I do a couple of casts this way, and then I start casting out in like a fan-like motion. That's going to cover a certain amount of spots for you, right? And if you want to fan cast back, then I'm done covering this spot, then I walk on for a few inches. And then I do the same thing, fan cast out, cast parallel, fan cast out, and walk on a few more inches. This way you're covering more area, and you're not going to miss out on perhaps the big fish. So yeah, so this is just some little bit of tips, just some techniques that I use. I've always learned to fish the ponds, because that's where I've always started out, ponds and small lakes. So if you don't have a boat, you pond hop like I do, you got your KastKing sling bag full of a few baits or something. Now today I'm using I wouldn't use this normally today, but that's the one I wanted to talk about because it was attached to my Perigee rod, and that's the giveaway I want to do. But I wouldn't use the fastest bait caster in the world, because today it's winter time, it's slow, you want to move your bait slow, and one turn of this is going to pull in a lot of line. Before you know it, you have your whole bait in. You don't want to go fast. It's winter time. I'm telling you, these bass, these fish, they're feeding slow. They don't want to go chasing for baits. They want something to go right by their face. They can go out and grab it, and that's it. They don't want to go chasing. They're sluggish. They're slow. They don't want to move. They're hiding up under cover. They're up against these banks. They're feeding off of everything the wind's blowing towards me, especially down in the corner, which I already fished. And they're feeding off of those nutrients and all those baits that the wind is blowing in the corner. So that's where you want to hit first. Like I said, it's a big arrow. You can see the wind's blowing it for you. It's showing you where everything is coming up against. So that's where you want to start. Start back, slowly move yourself up to the front, and do your fan casts out like that. What's going on? And so that's what you want to do. And like I said, today is the perfect day to do this. Again, it's overcast. We had some rain. Catch us a bass, yes. So what I would do is, I told you guys I already started from back here, and now I moved up. So now I'm gonna start parallel, okay? So I'm gonna fish not that far. There's all kinds of crap in here. Now we have some of the stuff like the weeds, the seaweed, all that stuff. It's kind of pushed up, not the seaweed, all the grass and everything, and the matted grass is pushed up here against the bank. So you don't want to get into that, but you want to get just about a little bit further out, about 5 inches past that, because that's where they'll be feeding up against. Oh, camera guy gonna fix that for me? I got some stuff on it. You got the Valiant Eagle? Oh, what a great reel. I love that reel. Okay, we're all cleaned up. Today, we're fishing wacky rig. You guys see here? So we got the good old-fashioned wacky rig. I have that set up. Why is that perfect for today? I'm gonna tell you. Because again, the wacky rig looks like a little bait fish. So like it'd be feeding off of the sides of these banks, and that's what those big fish are gonna go and attack rather. So when I fish this, I let it sink, right? And then I give it a little bit of, just once, just a little tap. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna flutter the ends like this, and it's gonna disperse just enough water, and it's gonna draw that attention of the fish, and they're gonna be like, ooh, food, yeah, let's do this. And they're gonna go for it, right? So it looked like a bait fish feeding off of the side, and that's what you want it to kind of look like. But you have to fish it slow. And just when you think you're fishing it slow, it's not enough. You gotta go slower. And just when you think that's enough, it's not enough. You gotta go slower and slower and slower until bam, you get yourself a bass. And you're on, you're hooked. Lipless crankbait, 1 knot. Yes, lipless crankbait is my favorite lure to use. And I love that lure. That's everything for me. But today, on a day like this, like I said, with the wind, everything's against it, I definitely want to use this. But also why? Because all this crap. It's hard to work a lipless crank through all this grass, this matted grass. It's not good. You're going to constantly have to clean off the lure. You're going to be cleaning the lure more than you're fishing. So this is going to pull right through it, and you're not going to have any issues. And that's what I'm using today. So that's what we're doing, casting parallel first to the bank, just over that matted grass, and then you leave it. You just leave it. Wintertime, again, you gotta fish slow, and I don't have patience. I'm a power fisherman. I usually walk up and down these banks, and I'm fishing, power fishing, and going and going and going. You can't do that. You gotta learn patience. Patience is a virtue that I just don't have, but I'm working on it. I promise you guys, I'm trying my best. Jig and pig, great. Absolutely, jig and pig. I was actually fishing with some of Lanier Baits, Georgia's flukes. They have a lot of fluke baits. You could fish it like a fluke. It's like a fluke bait. It's pretty cool. They have some really good deep fishing baits out in Georgia. If you guys fish Lanier, you're in the Georgia area, or if you're just looking for some deep fishing baits, some drop shot fishing baits, some really good just fishing baits, definitely check out Lanier, guys. They're really good out of Georgia, and they're really great guys. So they're really good baits. I'm fishing with them, getting to know them, and they're really good stuff. And they just put out a whole batch of new stuff too. Go check them out. Really good. So now I'm just kind of tap it, just like this. See it? And then let it go. Reel, and let it go. Man, that's a nice reel. How much do you work? I didn't catch that message. Were you saying how often do I fish? This is the fastest bait caster in the world. KastKing makes this. It's a Speed Demon Elite. If you guys haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. It's a 10.5 to 1 gear ratio. Not good for a day like this to fish, but it is a great reel for not only pro fishermen that are fishing tournaments or fishermen that fish tournaments, but also everyday fishermen that live like in Florida and have to deal with the matted grass and to pull those bass up out of. Just one crank, your line's in already. I'm telling you, it's fast, really fast. You're gonna buy one tonight? Awesome. Let me know what you catch on it. Send me some pictures, send me some videos. I'll post you on KastKing. Heard good things about it. Yes, it is really great. Good, guys. I'm glad you guys like it. Again, it's the Speed Demon Elite. Let me show it to you. Give you guys a look. I'm sorry, it got a little dirty. I just touched it. I promise you, I take care of my stuff. But this is a beautiful reel, guys. 10.5 to gear ratio. The fastest reel in the whole world. There's nobody that has it faster. Just us. This and the spinning version. I think the spinning one's 7.1 to 7. I don't remember. Scott knows. But it's the fastest spinning reel in the world. So that's a good one too. Gorgeous reel. Yes, it is a beautiful reel. And like I said, I'm going to be giving away this Perigee rod at the end of the show. Stick with me. But this whole setup is an incredible setup. That's why I'm fishing with this today. I know I normally wouldn't on a day like this, but I wanted to show it off to you guys. 7.4 to 1. Thank you, Scott. So the spinning version is 7.4 to 1. Again, fastest reels in the world. Nobody's got them like us. The Royal Legend Elites are good too. Look at the Speed Demon. Definitely check it out. I'm telling you guys. Look at that. Not only is it a good looking reel, which... Hi, Gerald. Oh, Scott. But I'm telling you, I fished with it before a lot. And it is a good, really good reel. It has everything you need to get in those big fish, but fast. Just so fast. I got to be really slow with it. I need a good 2-piece rod for my day trip. Perfect. Perigee makes the 2-piece. So if you win my giveaway, you can pick between this one or the 2-piece. Yeah, very fast reel. So you guys see, I'm talking to you guys and I'm leaving it. That's how slow you have to fish it. I'm just ever so slightly giving it a little touch. Okay, camera guy. He's cleaning off of the bait. Now when I get done, I'm going to cast this way and then kind of back and forth and then make my fan cast out. That's how you work it. And you just kind of move down or move slower. Now as you can see, this pond is connected to a golf course. Now here in the villages, you're not allowed to get on the golf courses and fish the ponds. So what you do is you fish the parts that you can, that are just regular ground. And what I do is I go right up to where the golf course starts, keep my feet there and cast as much as I can, and then I work my fan cast and then I move away. So you're not impeding on anybody, you're not breaking any rules, you're staying off of the golf course, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to cast this way now. I'm just kind of going to leave it there. Just give it a couple little taps. But that's what you want to do. Now the corners are going to be best because that's where everything is moving down to. We have a couple of fishermen that were down there fishing, and I fished it just before the show. I didn't think we got a couple bites, right? But nothing. That true cop to know how to bend the rules. No, we're not bending any rules. And actually, I have a story for you on that one. When I was fishing in Illinois, and I just told you guys about that pond where I kept catching all kinds of fish, all kinds of bass. That pond I fished in Illinois, I could call my shots out like Babe Ruth. I actually have videos on my channel where I say, okay, I'm going to cast right here, guys. You ready? As soon as I cast, I'm going to catch a fish. And sure enough, I catch a fish within seconds. A couple little taps. But what that pond was special to me. And to this day, I still keep contact with the people who own it. You never want to sneak onto a pond and fish it. It just never works out. You're going to get caught, you're going to get in trouble, and then you're not going to be allowed back on it. And it's just not, it's not right, it's not decent to sneak on somebody's property. I know you wouldn't like it, and so I did a whole video on this. And but anyway, to fish that pond, what I did was I pulled up to it, and I actually didn't have to knock on the door. The owner, who I didn't know at the time, was doing something with his car, and he saw me pull up, and I asked him, who owns the pond? Am I allowed to fish it? And he said, sure. He said, sure, you can fish it. In fact, you can use my driveway. Just go right down, park your car, and go ahead and fish it. I said, really? That's awesome. And to this day, we're still friends. We're still contact. That's Ray. And I did a whole video series on that where I talked about don't sneak onto a pond, ask for permission. And you know what happened when I asked for permission? That pond became my pond. And I mean that wholeheartedly. They were going to make a little card for me to allow me to fish the pond. Nobody else was allowed to fish that pond, just the people that lived there and people that came to visit them or live with them, which nobody ever did. I was the only one that was there at 4:30 every morning, out bright and early, waiting for the whole world to come alive around me. And it was amazing. And I got to know all of the people that lived there. In fact, Some of the people would come out, bring me a cup of tea. I had some women take pictures of me while I was fishing. I made friends with people along there. They looked forward to seeing me come out and fish that pond. That's how awesome it was. I mean, you never know. So never sneak out onto property to fish. It's never going to work out for you, and you might end up dead. You might end up getting shot, you know, I'm just saying. So be careful. Always ask for permission, and you never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. I've caught some really big fish in that pond. You guys go ahead. Oh. That was a bite! That was a bite! I was talking! I was talking! No! Come back! I blame you! It's your fault! It's your fault! You guys did that. Oh, it's awesome though. That was a bite. I felt a bite. That was, what a great feeling that is. So that's it, guys. You just work it nice and slow. Here we go, Thomas says. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Uh-oh. Haha, typical, always talking. Shut up, Scott. Camera guy, can you fix that for me? Sorry. I hope you catch one. Me too, Travis. Me too. I would really like that. It's been a while since Georgia, you guys saw. I haven't caught a really decent fish, especially down here where I live. You would think Florida, bass capital of the world, right? You're gonna come down here and catch huge bass. If you have a boat and you're out on the lakes, you know, which I do when I get a chance. I don't have a boat, but I go out with my friends or people from KastKing. And so now I'm going to do my fan casting. So I did parallel, so now I'm going to work just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and a little bit. Work this area, move down, work another area. Let it sit, let the wacky rig sink, and then pop it a little bit. And it's gonna do that. It's going to disperse just the perfect amount of water that these bass are looking for today. It's tough to catch fish in the winter sometimes. Yes, absolutely. It really is. What are you chucking at them? Wacky rig. Just a worm. Just a wacky rig. See, I just tap it a little bit. Let it sink. Let it flutter. Let it sink. Leave it alone. The more you leave it alone, the better it is. 13X finesse line. Scott's talking up the 13X finesse line. Great line. Really good line. 13X, our 8X line. 13 strands of braid, 8 strands of braid. Nobody has a 13. That's a really, really good line. It's woven so tight. When you go to cast it, it's going to increase your distance. It's silky smooth. I'm telling you, some of these ponds that I fished with the 13X, I cast, and I can cast clear over a pond or close to it. You have to kind of reel it back in, especially with this big baby. Yes, you can cast that 13X a long way is right. I should do a video on that to show you guys just how smooth and how long and fast that line flies out. It's amazing. Great line. Some of the best line I've ever used. So, you're from Brazil? Oh my gosh, nice to meet you. Hello, Brazil. Thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for watching me. Brazil is absolutely beautiful. I hope that one day I get there. It's on my list. Brazil is absolutely gorgeous. Rocco, I like the Bassinator reel. I like the Bassinator. I have a Bassinator. Great reel. Our pros use it. I mean, really good reel. So I'm excited, guys. I'm excited for the things coming up. So we have new products coming out. We've got new clothing coming out for you guys, new fishing clothing. We've got new reels. We've got new, just so much stuff. I mean, it's incredible. From Extremis, we have new sunglasses coming out from Extremis. We're going to be doing a big giveaway. Follow Extremis. Extremis is a sister brand of KastKing. They take care of all the camping, outdoor stuff. KastKing does the fishing, the reels, the rods. Mad Bite takes care of the baits and the lures. So yes, Extremist is going to be doing a big giveaway. 30 pairs of sunglasses, I believe they're going to be given away. And I'm going to be, told you, working up to a big giveaway that we have planned for you guys that I've talked about if you haven't watched my other shows, where we give you the #1 product off of the line, and we put your name on it. So we did one for Tony K, and then I'm going to have Brent Chapman on the show. I'm going to have people on the show to promote different things. I got the manatees coming up. We have some big shows coming up, and I'm so excited, guys. I'm going to get to fish with my KastKing brothers and sisters. You know, saltwater, freshwater, big giveaways. It's going to be great. The show's just going to get better and better and better. So you got to stick with me. We're going to have some big giveaways coming up, so we got this. 100%. Thank you, camera guy. What I do is, it's nice having the camera guy. I just float the worm to him. He pulls off all the crap from the water. I just throw it back in. I wish I could take him around with me all the time. You would like that, wouldn't you, camera guy? Camera guy's nodding yes, by the way. Three Shimanos, 5 KastKings. I was a co-angler for Brent Chapman. You were a co-angler for Brent Chapman? That's awesome. So what I'll do is I'll let you guys know when I'm going to have him on the show, and I'll ask you to come up with some questions that you want to ask him, okay? I'll let you know way ahead of time so you can come up with them, and we'll ask Brent Chapman any questions you want to know, and we'll find out some MLF stuff. Got a lot of things going on. It's just crazy time of year, but a really good time of year, you know. Keep busy. Again, I'm just popping this, just kind of fan casting. We didn't get anything. I fished this a couple hours before the show. I think we got like 1 or 2 little taps, little bites, but nothing. But today is the day to catch on fish. But like I said, you could see here, the water's really low. I wouldn't be able to stand here normally. I'd have to be up where the camera is to stand to fish. What they do is they take some water from some ponds and put it into another. They kind of, if one gets overflowed or with the weather, with the rain, let out some of the water in some of these ponds, and they're just all really low. Originally, this wasn't the pond I was going to fish today, but the other one was too much. It was low, really low. But yeah, so we're just out here just doing some pond fishing techniques, and but like I said, the #1 thing is, before you walk up to the pond, always stay back, fish before you hit the bank. Don't scare those fish away. When you get done and you haven't well, and then make your fan cast around. When you get satisfied with how many fan casts, then you can move down to the next spot and do the same thing. This way it covers a good amount of water, and you're not missing out on any good of the fish. I wonder where the hat came from. Scott says he wonders where the hat came from. This is from LJ from Lanier Baits, guys. Again, from Georgia. Corey and LJ. Great company, Lanier Baits. Again, if you're looking for deep fishing baits or lures, or looking for any kind of really good worms, drop shot fishing stuff, and LJ is the drop shot ninja. He's the drop shot Jedi. He is the master at drop shot. I never knew anything about drop shot until I got with LJ from Lanier, and he taught me everything, and I learned so much. So if you're out there in Georgia, look him up. He's the one to get with, I'm telling you guys. I would never steer you wrong. Good people. Well, hello. Another person from, was it California? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me today. We're just doing some pond fishing here. We're good here. Just doing some pond fishing. And like I said, so you work your way up to your fan casting, but always go where the wind is. If it's a windy day, always fish where that wind ends up. And it's a big arrow again. It's pointing to where it's going to be. And all those baits, all those nutrients, everything the fish are looking for, they're feeding on, they're going to wind up there, okay? So I haven't gotten any bites, but I'm going to do the giveaway before we get further in. We're already half hour in the show. So let's do the giveaway before we lose people. I'm doing it on this. I'm going to show them. Okay. So the giveaway today, guys, is going to be on the Perigee rod, okay? Now again, the Perigee rod, it comes in pieces as well. If you want to get one that breaks down and you can carry it with you, take it, you know, in your vehicle, and it's better for you, you can get that if you win. or you want the straight piece, you can get that as well. So we're doing a giveaway on the Perigee rod because we haven't done one on a rod, and this is a really good rod. I'm really excited. You guys know the deal. Very easy. Subscribe to the KastKing channel. You have to subscribe because if I go and look and you win, I'm gonna knock you off and gotta go to the next person, okay? And we gotta redo it. So make sure you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show. You got some few techniques on pond fishing and you enjoyed it and you learned a little something. You had fun just hanging out with me because I look forward to it every week. Give me a thumbs up. Number 3, just leave me a comment. Let me post first because sometimes I lose your comments in the middle of the show. I don't know what happens or why it does that, but I'll post the video right after the show. When it ends, as soon as it ends, go ahead and make your comment. And what your comment should be is, what are you going to do with it? Always, what are you going to do with the Perigee rod? What kind of fish are you going to go after with the Perigee rod? You're going to do some bass fishing? You're going to give it away to a family or a friend? Just say Perigee rod in your comment and talk about what you want to do with the rod, what you're going to fish for. You're going to go out on your boat, you're going to pond fish, you're going to get the 2-piece, you're going to get the 1-piece. Just talk about it. Any comment, say Perigee rod, and that's it, guys. Those 3 things. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show, and number 3, tell me what you're going to do. Leave me a comment with the Perigee rod in the comment. That's it. And we'll do a big giveaway, guys. I'll pick a winner. You come back next week, and I will have the name of the winner. And I will announce the winner on the show. We got to come back next week. You got to keep coming back. We got more and more giveaways. We got lots of things going on. I'm so excited. And you guys know I can't keep surprises. You're going to dance with it? Corey says he's going to dance with it. That's what I'll do. That's what I would do. I'm going to dance with it. Germany. Well, hello, Germany. Oh, my gosh. I got to get to Germany. I would love that. Thank you so much for coming on the show and being part of the show. Check out the Perigee rod, guys. If you don't win, just definitely check them out too. That's beautiful. Look at them flying over. But that is everything I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I just wanted to do some pond fishing techniques. Maybe you guys can learn something if you didn't know. Do the giveaway. I'm telling you, it's really good. It's just 3 things to enter really quick. I told you guys we got some new products coming out. We got some new clothing coming out. Follow KastKing Community and KastKing USA on Instagram. They're always doing giveaways too, not just me. Give it away. AJ does shows on Tuesday night, and for KastKing on Facebook, he does giveaways. And so yeah, so check those out too. I want you guys to be part of all of it, be part of the community, of the KastKing community, and definitely check it out. So I'm really excited to share with you guys. We got some things coming out from Extremis, new sunglasses. And I always take pictures and promote the products on my KastKing Fishing Frenzy live page. So if you're not part of that, friend me on that page and I'll make you part of the community and you can share your fishing stories. So we can all share it. So I got to get out of this wind. It's getting a little cold for me and I can't get sick. Sick enough. So, but I love you guys and thank you so much for being part of today's show. And just being with me. I look forward to this every week. You guys know that. I get so excited. It gives me fortitude to get through the week. I love you guys. Hello Panama. We have Panama, Germany, Brazil. This is amazing. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Thanks and God bless, guys. Remember, keep grinding. Stay strong. Always stay humble. And as always, keep on fishing. And I'll catch you guys in the next adventure. Always in the next adventure. I love you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay?